Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you guys with a new video, but before we get started, please make sure to hit the like button and comment down below and subscribe. Now, as you can see by the title, right, today's video is going to be a little different, right? And I know you guys might be thinking, whoa, how come the drastic change in clothing, right? Especially for my lady. Well, we attended a party, right, where the theme was, back in the days, all G up and everything. So that's why we're, I guess, wearing this clothing, especially my lady, right? But it suits her, right? But nonetheless, guys, we wanted to go ahead and make this video, and just pretty much share with you guys, right, how we ended up meeting, me and my lady, how we ended up meeting, how it happened, right? Here we are, damn near over 15 years later, still together, still going strong. So I'll let you go ahead and tell your recollection of the events.
So you came up to me.
That's cat. All right, keep going. That was probably in your dreams, right?
Just kidding. So I was at his house because I think it was my sister's friends. We went to hang out at their houses because they knew, I think, your brother. They knew his brother. So I was with my sister, and then my sister was with her friends, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the homie's house or something like that." So I went with them, and we were hanging out, and then I saw him. I
No,
saw
no, you guys were doing
him.
something before that. They were in the room, bro. They were in the room, and I guess they didn't know because it was night. So like, there was a big window in the room, right, in my brother's room, and you could straight see through the curtain, right. So I'm posted
I
up
didn't
with like
even know that you could
one or
see
two
them.
of my homies, and we're posted up in the front yard, and I guess they thought they couldn't see, right, her and her sisters. So her sister and her, they're like straight dancing inside the room, right, because there was nobody inside the room. And me, the homies, like, hey, fool, look at them. And I look at the window, even though there's a curtain there, you could still see, them. Like, and you could straight see them like dancing on each other, this and that. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I thought it was weird, you know what I mean? So
So
go ahead, keep
we
going.
were just having fun. We were dancing. I didn't know that you could see them, but yeah.
So
How old was I, anyways?
you were 14, I think.
I was 14, guys.
Well, we
No,
were both 14.
yeah. So yeah. So then I don't know what happened, and then I saw him, and I was like,
Where were you at when you saw me?
I was in your guys' room. I don't know whose room was that, but I was in their guys' room, and then I saw him, and I'm like, oh hi. Did I say hi?
Yeah, you're like, she was like literally like some Romeo and Juliet shit, bro. Like she was sticking her head out the window, right? And she's like, oh hi, who are you? What's your name? And then I remember I
I
told her,
asked for your name, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I'm
like,
like,
what's your
oh,
name?
what's your
She
name?
was asking for my name. And then I remember I told her, I gave her my moniker, right? What they called me. And I guess I spoke low because she couldn't understand, she couldn't hear. She's like, what? And then I kept telling her,
Because you would talk very low,
well, I
very
still
low.
do, I think, but since I have a mic, so it makes it sound more. But yeah, she kept asking me, "What's your name? What's your name?" And I kept telling her my moniker. And then no, actually, I told her my name. I kept telling her my name.
No,
And
didn't you
no,
say?
I was saying my name. And then when she couldn't hear me, I got annoyed, and I'm like, "Oh!" And I told her my nickname. She's like, "Oh." So go ahead. Whatever happened after
And then I kissed her. Just kidding.
that.
No, so then we started talking from there. I asked for his name, and then we started talking. Right? I went outside, and then we started talking for like the longest time ever. And I
No,
remember
we
that
were
you were
sitting on the floor, no? Like literally we were sitting like on the cement in the front of the sidewalk. We were just sitting in the cement, I guess.
for
She
hours.
ended up getting like a notebook. I don't know
I
how.
know.
And she
It's
started
like
like writing down something. I don't know what. And then she like, I love the stars, this and that. And your boy, bro. I had game, bro. So I was right there like, oh, what did I say? I'm like, oh, you're beautiful like a star. I don't know what. So I was doing my thing. I was doing my thing. So what else happened? What else ended up
I
happening?
remember that, yeah, we were hanging out, and then for some reason we went to the room where everybody was at, because I went outside, and then it was just me and him talking for a while, for like hours, for probably like an hour or
Like
two,
in 2 hours.
like 2 hours, and then we're just talking, and then we went back to the room with everybody, and then from there, what happened?
No, well, you were pretty much you were yeah, we were just talking, right? You were just talking to each other back and forth, and I guess we ended up going inside the room, right, where everybody was at. There was a bed there, so she was sitting next to the bed, right? So me, I thought, oh, you know what I mean. We've been talking for a minute, right, and this and that. So I slid in, right? I slid in. I do my little the crucito, when he's like doing the blood in, blood out. So I was doing my little dance. I was getting close to her, right? And I kid you not, bro. I was like this next to her, right? And mind you, we were in nothing. We just met barely, you know what I mean? So I started like trying to like touch on her, right? I'm like going down her back, kind of like that. And then she literally just gets up, bro. She gets out of the freaking bed. She gets up off the bed and goes and sits like in a chair over there. So for me, I took that as, oh, screw her then, you know what I mean? Like she ain't with it or she ain't with me, you know what I mean? So I got up and I was leaving, and then the homie told me, "Hey, where you going?" And then I told, man, and I remember that it was her sisters were there, and other people were there. And I looked at him, and man, fuck these hyenas, you know what I mean? And then I just left. And yeah, I was just gone already. I was doing my own thing in the front yard, and she was in
In the
the
room
in the
with
room.
everybody.
Yeah, and I was in the front with like a few homies or whatever. Next to I end up my homie, right, my good friend, my best friend. He ends up coming towards me, and he's like, he comes out of the house, and he's like, "Hey, bro, come here. I got something to show you, right?" So I'm like, "Okay." So I go inside to the living room, and when I get inside the living room, she's standing right there. So
Because
I look at
your friend, no, my friend was the one that said, "Oh, come over here too. I think the homie wants to talk to you or something like that." I don't know what she said, and I'm like, "Oh,"
I guess the
and
our friends were seeing that we're feeling the vibes, we're feeling the vibes. So I guess they told her something to come out,
mhm.
and then they told me something. So I went, and as soon as I walk in, she's just standing in the living room right there, just like. And then I remember we looked at each other, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I looked at my friend, and he kind of just was laughing. So then I remember it was weird. We weren't together, we were nothing, and I think I just held her hand, and we walked to the
I
kitchen.
know.
We walked to the kitchen, and then she sat on one side like an interrogation, bro. She sat on one side of the table. I sat on the other side of the table, right? And then I remember I just told her, bro. No, I told her, I had game, bro. I literally this is what I told her, bro. No lie. I looked at her and I told her, "Oh, so you want to be my lady or what?" like literally
It
like that,
was so
literally like
funny.
that. I told her like that, like, "So you want to be my lady or what?" And then I remember she was like, she was so doing all that, right? So I got annoyed, you know what I mean? So I would get annoyed quick. So I remember I told her like, "Ya dime que no," you know what I mean? It's like, and then she's like, "No, I do want to." And then I'm like, "Oh," and then she literally walked around the table, right? And she came to where I was, and she sat on my lap,
No,
bro. And
I
you did,
didn't.
you
No,
you
I
sat on my
didn't.
lap.
Didn't you come to me?
Hell no, I
I
wouldn't
think
go
you
all the way over
came to
there.
me. Yes.
No, you
You
came
were
over
by
to
the
me.
door.
That
And
I
I
was
was
sitting by
by
the
the
door.
door.
I was sitting by the door. You were on the other side, and then that's when you came around and you sat on my lap. And I remember I was like, "Damn, she's pretty advanced." You know what I mean? That's what I was telling myself. Cause I'm 14, so I was like, "She's pretty advanced. She's with the business." You know what I mean? That's what I was telling myself.
I don't remember when I went. I thought it was you that came to me.
No, no, I never chased no chick. Never chased.
You're so dumb.
No, but yeah, guys, that's how and as crazy as it sounds, as you know what I mean, it might sound boring to some of you guys, it might sound strange, but here we are over 15 years later, right? And we're still together, still going strong. But anyways, guys, I thought I'd just share with you guys, how we met, how we ended up staying together. Obviously, some of you guys might know we ended up having a child a few years later. He's already a teenager by now. But nonetheless, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little spill. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button, comment down below. You know what I mean? We'll be reading. But other than that, guys, we're out.
Bye,
Peace.
guys.